Texas Girls Farm, and just got back from Pinecone Fest, and this will be the interim for the videos that I took when I was at Pinecone Fest, and get to show y'all. I talked to a few people on camera. I talked to quite a few people off camera just to get to know somebody, and I've got a few of the channels that I got stickers from. I'll try to get the board from that Julie had set up that all the YouTube channels on, so y'all can know who all was there. So yeah, just sit back and enjoy. Gail's Southern Living, and I just put a picture of her sticker. I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about Gail and her husband. She made a whole lot of homemade items that they gave away. Me and the girls got quite a few of them, and basically I let the girls take pretty much everything because they could use it. I really didn't need it. The one thing that I did take, she had made up this box that she raffled away, and it had some earrings in it, and then it had seeds in it. So of course, me being the gardener I am, I took that because I totally plan on planting those seeds, and I'm hoping I have a lot of success with them in the upcoming growing season. The girls and I, well, it was Brooke and I, and then Shane was sitting on my lap. We sat with them during the raffle and some of the stuff when Julie and them were talking and thanking everybody that helped them. We sat with them. You want to come on the camera? I know you get on the podcast. Y'all know who this dog is. This is Deb and Mark Fallon's dog from Two Old People on a Couch, and they do a podcast all the time. And she every now and then comes in and jumps in the middle of their lap. So I'm going to turn around here, and we're going to interview Deb. But what's been happening, Deb?
Not a lot. Just busy, crazy world going on out there. Stuff.
I have to be careful with my politics because that's one of them things that sets me high to the right.
Well, and I usually try to be careful with my politics on other people's channels too.
Yeah.
So,
well, I always apologize to my subscribers for, and I let them know it's my opinion.
It is.
And it's thank God we still live in America. We somewhat have some freedom, and we're not totally censored, which they're all trying to shut us up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right on where you and Mark are on your podcast. So,
but we try to have fun.
Yes.
And we try to support the community, and that's basically why we do it right now.
I have a question from watching some of y'all's lives. Y'all have this camera that's videoing this dock where there's pelicans and stuff. Is that a satellite feed from where the heck?
It's from the Keys.
So how do y'all pull it up where it's in y'all's videos?
It's somebody is broadcasting that on YouTube.
Oh, and y'all
Mark just brings it in.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
So is it like some of the satellite feeds down at, say, in North Carolina, Cape Hatteras, that has some of those, the beach and what the beaches are? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what y'all been talking about on y'all's podcast? Because I've been missing them.
Oh, well, you probably don't want me to tell you what I've been talking about.
The politics? Have we been talking about Israel and Palestine?
Oh, yeah. Well, we did today.
So this is my sentiment. I support the Jews because the Jews are Christ's chosen children. Okay. I'm not saying Israel as a country is innocent because there's evil on both sides. Hamas, you can condemn because they're jihadists just like ISIS. I feel sorry for the Palestinian people that are caught up in the middle of it. I feel sorry for the Israelis that are caught up in the middle of it, and damned if our government don't stay out of it. And, you know, we don't want to get into wars. And I'm going to do a shout out to another YouTube channel that is not a homestead. He's a Black Scout Survival. It's Jack Richland. And he's been doing nightly feeds about movement that's going on all over the world. So there's movement in China, over in Taiwan. There's movement because I think
that will be probably the next shoe to drop.
Yeah, and there's movement over with our airplane carrier over in South Korea where.
Yep, and it's
what did Trump call him?
Who?
The little fat guy that's over there in North Korea.
I can't even remember what he called him.
Yeah, Rocket Man.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I can't even remember.
So Rocket Man's done warned him something.
Yeah.
All right, so now it takes us back to Jack Richland from. Come and sit down, Mark. I'm interviewing your wife. To Jack Richland, his channel about what's going on because he's publicizing all this. He's trying to let everybody know what our government is going to. He'd already predicated it was going to happen. They're going to try to get us in so many different places, and then war's going to break out, and we're not going to have the defenses because he used to be. I think he used to be maybe a SEAL team or something. He's I think ex-Army, ex-Marine, ex-something.
Who are we talking about?
What's going on in the world?
I mean, yeah, but who
A
is
channel that you watch.
Black Scout Survival. Jack
Okay.
Richland. Do you know who he is?
I'll have to check him out.
Yeah. It's a real good channel. If you wanted to stay up on what's going on, keeping yourself prepared. I'm going to tell y'all. My mother, let's see. My mother is 83. I took my 5.56 yesterday, first time I got it out of the box, broke it down, showed her how to operate it, made her hold it to see if she could hold it because it's got a little weight, made sure she could pull back the charge pin, and then the magazine's loaded with 30 rounds. And I said, Mom, what they did in Israel, they hit all the small countrysides, the families. And there's videos going around what they did to the babies. Have y'all heard about that?
And the grandmas.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well, Jack said he just saw 2 of the images, what they did to 2 of the babies. And he said you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
So, now, since I told you my opinion, I want to know y'all's thoughts.
Well, that aligns exactly with how we feel about the whole thing. I know the other day I just said a prayer yesterday morning for the whole world because we're in a terrible mess. And Mark I've said this for a long time, but Mark just saw a post about it on Facebook. Or I don't know where he saw it, but anyway, all wars are bankers' wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so
It's all for our politicians to get the money fed back into them, and the stock prices of Raytheon, General Dynamics, all of those companies that the politicians have a heads up going and buying the stock and stuff like that. You know.
Have the lobbyists, you know.
And was it Matt Gaetz that said they needed to shut that down where they couldn't, you know, be investing in different stocks and companies that we have something. Yeah.
And of course, they also voted. Nobody really heard about this the other day about term limits. To vote.
They did vote.
They had a vote to see if they should vote on it.
Oh my God! What a waste of time.
Of course. All the people that were in longer, they all said nay.
You mean the ones that are 1 foot in?
Yeah. and of course they won like 19-17, And so that was it. They're not going to look into it any further. And it's done. So the people that are actually the ones that are long-term are the ones voting on it. What?
Yeah,
It
like,
should be on our ticket.
you know, I don't want to say anything ugly about somebody actually dying, but thank you, Jesus, for taking, well, no, you probably didn't call her home. You know who I'm talking about. DF.
Yes.
They'll have to
She's
meet
long
their
overdue. And who else is the old fart that's long overdue? The one who just,
maker.
no, the one who froze up.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
No,
Mitchell.
yes.
Yeah.
Mitchell or
He just,
McConnell?
McConnell.
McConnell.
Who like froze up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. But anyway,
But yes, the Israel people are good, and they are God's people.
yeah,
From the beginning.
Yep.
And they're not perfect.
no, none of us are.
None of us are.
mean-
Palestinian people, great people. Their only downfall in this is allowing Hamas to be in their community.
All right. With that said, I'm going to ask you a question and get y'all's opinion because I've already formed my opinion. All these protests that are going on in these metropolitan areas. Have y'all looked at the people,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the faces, and who they are?
yeah.
So this is what I warned my mother. I said, Mother, you need to pay attention to what they do show on the news. I said, because they're not going to tell you. I said, look at the age. I said, and the majority of them are male. I said, they're all military-aged individuals who are in our country.
Who came across the border?
Who,
More than
yeah,
likely.
our free border down in
Yeah.
South Texas that our,
More than likely.
I don't, JB,
Getting free room and board.
right. Oh,
From our tax
have
money,
y'all
from
heard
our
about-
tax money.
have y'all heard about the whistleblower that was up in New York? About the hotels up in New
Oh,
York?
yeah. They won't let you film it, by the way. They don't let the news go inside those hotels to see the people that are living in there and everything like that. But yeah.
So I'll give y'all a warning. When I put this video out, if y'all don't want to talk politics, then don't watch this video. But y'all want to tell them y'all's channel?
2 old people on the couch.